Billy Connolly. Well, he deserves it. Sir Billy Connolly. It'll be a rise Sir Billy later on up the palace. What about others left on the shelf? People like me. How can I get my rightful title of Sir Malcolm Boyden? I know a bloke who knows. He's Mark Llewellyn-Slade. Notice how I pronounce the Llewellyn. I can do all the accents and everything. And I still haven't got an MBE. Can't work it out. He's from Awards Intelligence. He's helped thousands of people receive an honour. He joins me now. Yeah. Hello, Mark.
Morning, Malk. How you doing?
Well, I'm all right. What about me then, Squire?
Oh, it's got to be you next.
We've been talking.
Don't understand what's going wrong, Malcolm.
If you don't understand, then who will?
Well, you've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
You can't nominate yourself.
I know, that's where I've been going wrong.
Your listeners need to put you forward, or anyone else they know that's worthy of an honour. You can't nominate yourself, but you can nominate friends, family members, business and community contacts, DJs.
Yeah.
You name it. So if you know somebody that's worthy, then get the wheels in motion. And basically, there's two types of people that tend to get these honours.
Yeah.
Firstly, selfless, giving people, community and charity-orientated people, for example, and philanthropists. And secondly, people who've excelled in their chosen field. So they might be actors or comedians like Billy Connolly, or they might be surgeons, entrepreneurs, academics, people like that, people who are at the top of their game.
You see, I fall into both categories. I am selfless and giving, and I also excel in my chosen field. But I've been nominating myself now for 32 years, and that's where I've been going wrong, see?
Exactly. Get one of your listeners to do it.
They wouldn't do that for me.
They'll be queuing up, Mal.
They wouldn't do it for me. How's the form? Is that quite complicated?
It's a long and time-consuming process to do well, if I'm honest. I mean, to be fair, you can knock one out on a wet Sunday afternoon before Songs of Praise, but is that really going to cut it at the Cabinet Office? I think not. You know, we spend about 100 to 150 hours on a typical nomination.
Do you?
Yeah. So it's finding that time to do it properly and to do it well. Because, you know, there are thousands and thousands of nominations that go into the Cabinet Office every year. Yeah. About 2,200, something like that, are given out each year. So it's quite a lot, right across from, you know, British Empire medals at the bottom end, right up to knighthoods and damehoods like Billy Connolly. And in between you've got MBE, OBE, CBE. And then the big one, the knighthood at the top, where you call yourself Sir or Lady.
I don't suppose Billy Connolly had to be nominated, because Her Majesty would probably know all about his work anyway.
Yeah, and the Cabinet Office. You know, people in the public eye are lucky in that respect, because, you know, people can see what they're doing, can read about them, see them on telly and that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's probably slightly different for them. He may have been nominated. His wife may have put him forward, or a friend. I don't know. But yeah, they're lucky. You know, when you're talking about people doing great work in the community, like scout leaders or people running children's football teams and that kind of thing for many, many years, those people go unnoticed. And if we don't bother to put them forward, then the Cabinet Office and Buckingham Palace will never know about them.
Yeah, and they're the ones I like. Do you have a good strike rate when you fill in a form? Do you often get what you want for the people that you think deserve it?
Well, the average success rate's estimated to be about 1 in 10, 10% are successful. Our success rate's running at almost 2 in 3.
2 in 3?
Yeah, so almost sort of 66%, yeah, just under that at the moment. So, yeah, we're very proud of that, and our success rate's increased every year for the last 7 or 8 years since we've been doing it.
You must scour the list when it comes out, birthday honours and New Year's honours, and think, yep, one of mine, yep, one of mine, yep, one of mine.
Absolutely, yeah. We go through that list, and there's 2 lists every year. One in June, mid-June, on the date of the Queen's official birthday, the birthday honours list, of course, and the New Year honours list in late December every year. So around 1,100 or 1,200 people are on each of those lists.
So will Billy Connolly have to kneel before, I don't know, it might be Her Majesty, it might be, well, it could be any member of the royal family, and have the ceremonial sword placed on his shoulder? That's a weird thing that happens, isn't it?
Absolutely, but that's the great thing about this country, isn't it? We have these ceremonies and it's such a great event. I'm sure he'll lighten the mood at the palace, though.
Yes.
I expect there'll be a joke or two. But perhaps not with Her Majesty directly, but with the rest of the crew.
I hope he's wearing his wellies.
He might be. He might be, but he might even put a tie on for
Well,
the
you'd
occasion.
have to put a tie on, wouldn't you?
He would, yeah.
And do you keep anything? You have the sword placed upon both shoulders, and they say to arise, Sir Malcolm of Astwood Bank. That's got a good ring to it, Sir Malcolm Boyden of Astwood Bank, hasn't it?
It works really well,
It works
Malcolm.
nicely, that does.
Yeah.
And then do you get a prize, like a certificate, what we used to get at school for winning the sack race, that sort of thing?
Yeah, you'll get a medal.
Medal.
Yeah, something to take home and put on the mantelpiece.
Yes.
So, and of course, with Billy Connolly, because he's got the top honour, then he can call himself Sir Billy.
Yeah.
And he'll have the letters KBE after his name as well, which stand for Knight of the British Empire. And that has a nice ring, doesn't it, Mark?
Don't.
Knight of the British Empire.
OK, don't rub it in.
You'll be next.
Yeah, you say that every time you're on, and I've been speaking to you for months and nothing's happened.
Well,
and it's not as if I don't wait by the letterbox.
I'll give her a ring in a minute, as soon as we're finished.
You give her a ring, but I want you to fill in me form.
OK.
I don't want anyone else doing it, because they might muck it up.
That's all right. I'll have it sorted by tea time.
You're a very nice man. And that's why we enjoyed speaking to you on the show, Mark. Have a great day, won't you?
Thanks, Malcolm.
Mark Llewellyn-Slade from Awards Intelligence. They specialise, it's a company that specialise. Once you've nominated, if you think, I ain't going to fill in the form, they specialise in doing it for you. 2 out of 3 is their strike rate, so they're pretty good at it. He was just rubbing it in. I know, I will never be Sir Malcolm Boyden of Astwood Bank. Mind you, there's a spare statue plinth at the one end of the High Street in Bromsgrove. Have you noticed where the Bromsgrove Boar used to be? By